Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Antoine Griezmann, as it has been reported that Atletico Madrid are not breaking any laws in Antoine Griezmann's situation. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this report claiming that manager Xavi decided to bench Barca veteran Jordi Alba after opening match due to sporting reasons. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like and watch it right up to the very end. Antoine Griezmann has been in the news in Barcelona circles lately, particularly due to the treatment he has received from Atletico Madrid. The Frenchman is currently on loan at Atleti until the end of the 2022-23 campaign. The capital club have an obligation to sign the attacker for a fee of 40 million euros next year, but only if the player features in 50% of the available matches. However, there is a contract loophole as matches are only counted if Griezmann plays 45 minutes or more in a particular game. Atletico Madrid have been exploiting this loophole to its full extent, as they are yet to offer Griezmann more than 30 minutes of action in any of their 4 league matches so far. In light of Atletico Madrid's policy, Barcelona's legal team has been running studies on whether the Spanish Giants are breaking the laws by effectively barring Griezmann from gaining more game time, purely in their attempt to avoid the transfer fees. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Atletico Madrid are in no way breaking the law, as the player himself had agreed to such an arrangement when Atletico Madrid had initially finalized the deal with FC Barcelona. Moreover, Atleti are not breaking any laws, as stipulated by the Spanish worker statute, because Griezmann is not in a position to demand game time from Atleti. According to the statute, every worker has the right to demand corresponding activity agreed in the employment contract. But in this case, Griezmann's activity translates to his registration in the Atletico Madrid team, along with the social security, remunerations, and contributions the player or the club offers to the player. Los Rojiblancos are even in a position to not offer Griezmann any game time throughout the season, as the law only requires the player to continue to train with his teammates and the rest of the group under the usual work dynamics. Therefore, Barcelona are powerless in their attempts to intervene in this matter, and in fact, the Catalans are now facing a precarious situation where they may have to either lower their asking price for Griezmann or call the Frenchman back to the Camp Nou. Antoine Griezmann left Barca to his former club Atletico Madrid, on a loan deal last season, and it was initially a 2-year loan deal. So the contract was, if Antoine Griezmann plays 50% of the matches, and those matches must be at least 45 minutes or more, then Atletico will buy him automatically for a price of 40 million euros. But from the way things are going, Atletico Madrid have been showing that they are reluctant to pay that amount. Barcelona are desperate that that amount must be paid, because they are seeing Atletico Madrid's tactics, as not a good thing, trying to prevent, the player from playing because of preventing to pay the 40 million to Barca. So these have been a hot topic of discussion for many news outlets in Spain, and of course, Barca thought that it might be unlawful what Diego Simeone and Atleti are doing, trying to keep Griezmann on the bench throughout just because they want to prevent or they want to avoid paying the 40 million. But according to Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, Atletico Madrid are not breaking any laws in doing that. So they are reluctant to pay that. It's very clear that they don't want to pay the 40, but it's kind of funny to me because they were the one with FC Barcelona who agreed that Griezmann's price will be 40 million if that conditions are met. So I don't understand. I don't know if it's because Griezmann is not on his top form like he used to be for them. So now they are regretting why the agreement was up to 40 million. So the only thing Barca can do is maybe negotiate with Atletico Madrid, when it comes to the transfer fee. Maybe they can lower it. Then maybe Diego Simeone can now be encouraged to play Griezmann more often. Because normally, if things were fine, we all know that Griezmann could have been playing more than what he's currently playing, because it surprises everyone that Griezmann is always coming from the bench, playing 30 minutes at most. He does not play even up to more than 30 minutes, talk less of the 45 minutes that are required. So the player himself, according to reports, is beginning to get frustrated over the lack of this, and he understands why Simeone is doing that, but he's not happy. He did not come there just to be playing 30 minutes or 25 minutes or 18 minutes. He came there to play games worth more than 45 minutes of football. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Jordi Alba's reduced game time in the new season has come as a surprise to many, considering that he had the fate of Xavi Hernandez, our manager, all throughout last season. The 33-year-old also started the first match of the new season against Rayo Vallecano. Even though youngster Alejandro Balde had impressed in pre-season, the decision, while leaving some club members surprised, showed the trust that Xavi had placed in Alba. However, the scene has changed drastically since the opening day, with the veteran fullback dropping out of the starting 11 to make way for Balde in the three subsequent matches. Indeed, the La Masia graduate has been preferred over the experienced club captain by Xavi in difficult away trips against Sociedad and Sevilla, while the teenager also started against Real Valladolid at home in between those two clashes. Meanwhile, Alba played 18 minutes against Sociedad and 27 minutes versus Sevilla, while remaining an unused substitute in the clash against Real Valladolid. And according to reports, the reason behind Xavi's decision to bench Alba is completely based on sporting matters. The Barcelona manager is said to have been left unimpressed by the Spanish international performance against Rayo Vallecano on the opening day of the season, with its lack of tracking back defensively citing as a major concern. It is said that Xavi did not speak to Alba over the matter, but has decided to use Balde ahead of him ever since. Now, with Marcos Alonso joining the club, Jordi Alba could fall further down the pecking order of things. The report claims that Xavi likes the ex-Chelsea ace due to his power, physicality, and area ability. It could potentially see him overtake Alba in the order of preference at Spotify Camp Nou. With Alba's place no longer a guarantee, he was linked with a shock deadline day exit to Inter Milan. However, he turned down the move and stayed at Barcelona to fight for his place. So whether he can win the manager's trust again remains a big question. Jordi Alba, this season, from all indications, will not be our starting left back anymore. After about 10 years being the starting left back for Barca, this time around there's competition. Alejandro Balde has been the starter for 3 games now in a row. And of course, that speaks volumes. Xavi is trying to bring a different environment, a different team, different, young team, a different era begins. Marcos Alonso came on deadline day, being a left back, and of course, he's a very good player as well. Xavi was the one who even requested Barca to sign Alonso, so expect Xavi to use Alonso now a lot compared to Jordi Alba. So it's going to be interesting to see how Xavi rotates the team that have incredible squad depth right now, which can bring confusion, because the depth, the quality is really, really there. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.